Hey everyone, it's Alissa, Coram, and Shreve with a look at the stock market for Wednesday, March 29th, where we saw a strong day of outperformance from a lot of different areas, but an all-around bullish day, Ken.
No doubt. It was actually, ironically, weaker than expected results from Micron that fueled a big rally in technology stocks, semiconductor stocks in particular. So we'll take a look at three stocks today, pretty much all from the tech sector. Workday, WDAY in the enterprise software group. In the chip sector, Rambus, which has a big presence in data centers, and also Trade Web Markets, TW.
All right, well, we will check in on those stocks. But first, let's take a look at the major indexes today. The NASDAQ up 1.8% by sessions closed, followed by the S&P 500 with a gain of 1.4%. And then we had the Dow and the Russell 2000 both up 1% each. So here with the NASDAQ outperforming, it seems like the same story that we've seen with 2023 in terms of the NASDAQ outperformance, seeing technology stocks really weathering the volatility that we've had over the last couple of weeks, and now seeing the NASDAQ approaching that round number at 12,000 once again.
Yeah, it's looking like a pretty good technical setup here. So the Nasdaq did gap up. Looks like we're going to get higher volume today, quite a bit higher than what we saw from Tuesday. So that's a positive. The next challenge for the Nasdaq is if it's going to be able to break out with conviction over the 12,000 level here. So that is still a question mark for the Nasdaq. You can see last week the Nasdaq came right up to that 12,000 level before getting turned away, but overall, market internals pretty good today. Advancing stocks on the NASDAQ outnumbered decliners by a little more than 2-to-1. The ratio was closer to 4-to-1 positive on the NYSE. So improving breadth today. Buyers in control for most of the day, and we actually kind of closed near highs. So pretty good overall day for stocks here.
So with that 12,000 level in our sights and a strong day like today, I mean, the expectation is that we would see a follow-up of this strength tomorrow, no?
Exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to see. What we don't want to see is a higher volume decline, or just a reversal off highs in heavy volume. But we give the market the benefit of the doubt here because again, the S&P 500 also had a good day. I know we'll get to that chart in just a second.
We'll get to it right now.
Oh, right.
Why
now.
not?
Okay.
Why not? Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
were wanting a move above 4,000 and the 50-day line, and we got it, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, this was maybe even more encouraging than the Nasdaq, and the Nasdaq was quite encouraging today. So to get this close nicely above the 4,000 level, and even get a close just above the 50-day moving average is positive as well. So not sure where volume is on the NYSE. It was very, very close to what we saw on Tuesday. It does look like I said Nasdaq volume is going to be higher, but good performance for the S&P 500 today as well. It conquered some meaningful technical levels here.
It did, and looks like it's getting awfully close to its high from that big Fed reversal day. So we'll have to see if it can continue to pick up steam here. We also want to touch on the Dow and the Russell 2000. So the Dow adding to its gains this week, closing in on its big reversal day from the 22nd of March. Trying to get towards its 50-day line. It's now back above the 21-day line. The first close above the 21-day line for the Dow since 3.6. And then we have IWM, which tracks the Russell 2000, also trying to come off lows here. It's now above its 10-day moving average and trying to get to that 21-day line. Next, a lot of ground to make up here, Ken, but we are headed in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, your two healthiest indexes at this point are the Nasdaq Composite, Nasdaq 100, of course, and the S&P 500. We just looked at the Dow and small caps; those are still lagging pretty badly. But listen, we can get a nice little tradable rally here, even if blue chips and small caps sit some of this out. We're just getting good performance in a lot of Nasdaq stocks and S&P 500. I'd say that's also what was encouraging about today is that as market conditions improve, you'd expect to see your stock screens start to get more plentiful with prospects, stocks showing good technical action, and frankly, there was plenty of that today.
Yeah, exactly. We want to see that strength underneath the surface and those encouraging signs and stocks that are actionable and looking good to give us more conviction about the market. And here's a look at QQQ, which you mentioned, looking even better than the NASDAQ composite and getting close to reattempting a breakout here over this 313, 314 level.
If you're a growth investor and you own an individual stock that's got a technical setup like that, you're feeling pretty good. So the Qs right now, you can see, are above all of their support levels, above the short-term support levels, above the 50-day, above the 200-day moving average. So this is a compelling setup as well here, and just an example of what a technically healthy ETF looks like right here.
Yeah. Okay. And before we move on, I do also want to highlight for our audience some thoughts from David Ryan, three-time U.S. investing champion, who worked closely with IBD founder Bill O'Neill while a portfolio manager at O'Neill and Company. Today, he said the market has settled down now 2 weeks after the SVB collapse. Look for the market to rally, but SPY must first get above 400. And this was intraday, so we did get that by the close, and its downtrend line. We got that too. This should be treated as another rally in this ongoing trading range. Top of the range should be 420 to 430. So 420 would be above the February highs. 430 is that peak from last August. So it seems like even if we are going to stay in a range-bound market, this short-term rally, at the very least, could have legs here.
Yeah, and tradable rallies. So what David Ryan is saying here is that he's going to stop short of saying, well, this is the start of a new bull market here. But he's saying that the prospects for a tradable rally have increased. Now, sometimes these tradable rallies, we've seen them throughout market history. You get a follow-through day, and there's a lot of uncertainty about the economy. But these, a tradable rally that lasts 2 months, 3 months, maybe even longer can result in some nice profits in a growth portfolio. So we were not aggressive today with the leaderboard model portfolio, but we did increase our exposure up to 55%. There's a lot of people lightly invested out there. We're at the end of the quarter, so probably maybe see some window dressing between now and the end of the month. But I think I'm going to side with David Ryan here. The prospects for a tradable rally are looking better in light of today's action.
Okay, let's also take a look at SMH because chip stocks really kicked it up a notch today. Just how we've been talking about tech outperforming, well, even more so the chip sector in particular, and SMH with a gain of 3.1% today, looking quite bullish here too, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like a buy signal for the SMH. We didn't look at Micron's chart, but this really did dictate the action. I mean, they're a big player in memory chips that has been dealing with a multi-year softness in demand in memory. But the CEO in the conference call was talking about feeling that they are pretty close to a bottom and really starting to see some green shoots here. So Micron itself, MU, had a nice breakout today, and it was really a big reason why these chip stocks rallied so well. You can see good heavy volume with Micron, but you can see recent results have been a little shoddy. But the CEO is talking about improvement in demand later this year.
Definitely. All right, well, let's take a look at Workday, WDAY, an enterprise software stock that broke out solidly from a base with a buy point just under this 194 level. Looks like we got a strong close and strong volume.
Yeah, we've been following this one on IBD Live, and as well as a lot of other enterprise software stocks. This is really a super clean breakout today. You can see that period of sideways movement above the 50-day moving average for the past couple of weeks. really showed strength and support, and a really nice breakout today. Closed just below that 200 level, but cleared the pivot, and volume expanded. Volume is the highest for several weeks here. So nice, good looking technical breakout for Workday.
Yeah, as it continues to turn around alongside a lot of other enterprise software stocks. And it looks like we should be getting an RS line blue dot. I'm not sure why that's not showing up, but it is breaking out, and this relative strength line is at its highest levels in quite a while. So, if not a blue dot, at the very least, a bullish looking RS line, no doubt. And next on our list, let's take a look at Rambus. So, speaking of chip strength, here's one in the fabless semiconductor group with a gain of almost 10%. So really picking up steam throughout the session. All of the stocks that we're looking at today, we did highlight on IBD Live this morning as they were presenting these potential actionable opportunities. And look at this intraday chart here. So really a lot of buying that came into the stock in the morning, Ken, but it really held up throughout the day with a strong close here.
Yeah, it's a really showed similar action to a lot of stocks. That was what was encouraging about today, is that it's not like we ran up and then pulled back sharply and then ran up back into the close. I mean, we held pretty decent gains for most of the session. So Rambus, the same sort of thing, just like Workday, kind of closed up near its high. You had a really nice explosion in trading volume, even more so in Rambus than in Workday. But the Rambus breakout today was very solid, and as a result, it was one of the names that we added to the leaderboard model portfolio. We've done well with Nvidia, so it doesn't seem too crazy to have some overweight to semiconductor stocks here. Not too extreme, but really like the price action here. And this company has really returned to revenue growth big time, because they do these memory chips for data centers, and obviously data centers with all the data that is moving around. Their chips help with efficiency and speed and all that. So just like Nvidia and even AMD doing well in data centers, Rambus is right there as well.
Yeah, it is. Nice move there today. And let's round things out with a look at another breakout. What do you know? This one from Trade Web Markets, a bottoming based breakout. This gain was 3.5% today. Volume also on the above average side of things. So, yet another encouraging breakout. 3 breakouts, Ken. I guess the question now is, can they hold these breakouts?
Yeah, and so that's what we'll say. I mean, just because we're feeling better about the prospects for that a tradable rally could have legs here. We do need to just kind of watch the market action, and going forward, if some of these breakouts just kind of move sideways, or if they just start declining in light trading volume, this is what we want to see. We don't want to see heavy volume to the downside, not in the indexes or not in these breakout stocks that we're looking at. So TradeWeb is very, very strong technically, just like the way the handle formed here. It came down to close to its 50-day moving average and very, very light volume as it consolidated, and that really set the stage for a nice heavy volume move today. It's got a decent composite rating from IBD at 92, but that's dragged maybe a little bit by some single-digit revenue growth in recent quarters, and even the earnings growth is really not the type of really strong growth that we like to see in growth stocks. But TradeWeb has got decent estimates this year and next, and just wanted to talk about this stock as just another stock showing very good technical action in this market, and reasonably good fundamentals too.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, with a very good earnings stability rating there. All right. Well, that is it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back with more tomorrow morning on IBD Live, and we hope you tune in, investors.com/IBD Live, for all the details, where we will be breaking down our updated thoughts on current market conditions, stocks that we have on our radar, portfolio management strategies, and as many of your questions as we are able to get to. So we'll see you in the morning. Make sure in the meantime you are keeping tabs on investors.com for the latest. Thanks so much, everyone, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.